Bob Kelly in studio. Rob Zombie making his way into the studio. Rob Zombie, everybody.
Hi, Rob.
Hello.
Rob. We haven't talked to you in many, many years. We go way back. We used to talk to you when we were at WAAF, but I don't think I don't think you would remember that.
Yes, I do.
And then we talked to you when we were doing afternoons for a while.
Yeah, it was a while ago, though.
Yeah, right. God.
We've had a few screw-ups since then. Been around. But
shuffled around.
Always land on our feet.
I'm very jealous of his friendship with Tom Papa. Tom's a comedian.
Really?
You are?
Oh, it makes me sick. I want to wreck it. Because Tom's like the cleanest cut comic. He's like, he tours with Seinfeld. He's like a Letterman guy. And him and Zombie are really close, and it really bugs me.
How did that happen? How did you meet Tom Papa?
I don't know, but everyone keeps asking me that. That was like a big topic yesterday, too. Like, how would you know Tom Papa? And it's a simple... I couldn't even remember how I knew Tom Papa, because I was kind of thinking, like, why do I know Tom Papa?
You're saying the same thing. Why would I hang out with this guy?
But I remember we both flew across country to this... Not together, but we ended up at this wedding together that was so boring that we just started talking, and we just sort of bonded over the misery of being at this wedding, and then
It's all it takes sometimes.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah, he's a really good comic.
I like funny guys.
It bothers me that somebody I'm friends with is friends with a rock star that I like.
Well, Jimmy, you being a comic also, you would think that you would have friends like that. You have like Sully from Godsmack.
Yes.
Is a friend of yours.
Yes, he is.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Has no idea I'm alive.
Now Sully's all insulted. You said you don't know any rock stars, so he's like...
No, Sully, I'm an Ozzy fan, and I watched him the other night. He did perform at the top of the Hard Rock, and me and Florentine stood for an hour and 20 minutes and waited for him to come out the side door.
Really?
Like, what's wrong with me?
You already
like a kid.
I know.
You already have pictures with
You have every single thing you could possibly have of Ozzy.
There's nothing, Rob, we got to explain. He has to get pictures with everybody that's famous, and Ozzy especially. He's like an Uber fan. He's got multiple photographs with Ozzy.
He's got with him, audio.
He's got.
How many do you need?
That's
exactly. Thank you.
Going.
It's not.
Thank you.
You're not going to become friends with him.
Yeah, there's nothing.
No matter how many times.
That's his fantasy. That is his fantasy.
Well, maybe if
He doesn't want any friends.
This is what I want. But Rob is right. This is what where is this going is pretty much what I was saying to myself at 11:30 at night. I'm 39, and I'm waiting for a British alcoholic to walk out so I could just go, hi, remember me? I didn't think you would. Take care. God bless.
He even has a picture with all of Black Sabbath when they were inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But here's what I want from Ozzy. I want Ozzy to one time walk out, and I'll go, hey, and they'll go, hey, Jim, and keep going. That's all I want.
It'll never happen.
I know.
You could be on tour with him for a year, and it would,
No, he
just won't remember. No, it's just how it
You've
is.
given him a new hope, though. He's hoping someday it's like, Jimmy, isn't this a boring wedding? It's so boring.
And it's mine. Yeah, I'm right. You're a whore. Sit down, Oz.
Then Tom Papa will come in and C-block you from him, too.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Tom Papa, he'll hang out with you.
Yeah, he'll hook you up.
Hey, you dude, I'm also, this is another thing makes me very jealous and sick, is that you get to work with Malcolm McDowell, who's one of, my all-time idols, obviously. From
You got it bad, don't you?
I'm just an envious little
He's like fanboy.
Did you, who does he play? Does Malcolm McDowell play the Donald Pleasance part?
Yeah, he plays Dr.
Oh,
Loomis.
wow. We're talking about Halloween, obviously. We should get everyone up to speed. The remake of Halloween, directed by Rob Zombie.
You considering it a remake, or is it a new vision?
I don't know. Everything's just a new term for the same thing. It's a remake, I guess. Yeah. There's a lot of new content, so remakes makes it sound like, it's like a shot-for-shot redo, which it's not. So it's the same story. With a lot more backstory and a lot more stuff added.
What about, I got to ask you, the Captain Kirk mask? Is that still part of the...
Yeah, I mean, that's really the only, if you lose that...
The constant,
then people go, well, what the hell is it?
We went
like
to a
lot of trouble.
Making a new Friday the 13th with a catcher's mask on or something.
You should have it, a William Shatner mask of what he looks like today.
Today it's the Priceline Shatner mask.
Right.
Age the mask like Shatner aged.
Why Halloween? Like, when did you say, all right, this is a movie I just want to redo? Or do?
Well, I never thought about it before. It just was one of those opportunities that came up, and somebody offered it to me. And at first, I didn't want to do it. I just thought maybe it was kind of a stupid idea. But I went away and thought about it for a couple months and came up with a way that I thought it could be done. You'd do it differently, and then what the hell? Jumped in on it.
Why is he coming out? When it's not coming out Halloween, it's coming out in September, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
August 31st?
August 31st,
Oh, wow.
It comes out. I mean, I don't know. That's fine with me. If you come out
I think that's smart because then you'll get another little boost of the box office right around Halloween.
If it came out on Halloween by November 1st, everybody's like, I'm over it.
Yeah, you're done with Halloween.
Yeah, you're sick of it.
Yeah. I always thought that it was stupid to have these movies come out right a couple days before Halloween.
Well, that's why every Christmas movie comes out in November, because if it came out on Christmas, the next day...
Once Christmas is over, it's over,
Nobody's going to see the Santa Claus
It's the build-up to the holiday, I guess.
It's December 26th.
All right, good. Well, it shows you that I've been in show business for 17 years, and I know nothing. Why not just release it on the same night? All the kids will go.
Explains the Ozzy scenario.
Is it the same music? Is the same music in it? The same theme?
Some of it, yeah. Well, we took the same, music and redid it a little bit, so it's a little different, but it's pretty
rocked
close
it up a little bit.
Not really, because whenever we tried to jazz it up or anything, it sounded kind of like cheesy.
Oh, really?
It's so simple and so perfect that when you kind of like try to...
It's like the Jaws
overdo it. Yeah, when you overdo it, you go like, why are they ruining something that's perfect? So we kind of left it the same, and then we tried to do other new cues that's, had the same vibe.
Did you do any cameos? You get any Jamie Lee Curtis face in there or anything?
No.
Playing the teacher?
No.
Or something? I love when they do that.
I didn't want to do that.
Good.
It breaks the reality. You're watching the movie, then you go, oh, why did they? I don't need that.
Awful movie that I thought was awful, the remake of Lost in Space. Which was just horrible. And they had a cameo of everyone that was still alive from Lost in Space. And it just takes you right out of it. You like to, oh, there she is. There's the mother, and there's Adam.
They had to throw her a bone.
Yeah, there's Major West. Look, he's playing some guy that isn't Major West.
Yeah, he's playing an old
I'm just imagining his version of Halloween, a lot of hot chicks, right?
Well,
A
yeah,
lot of busty, hot, teenage
bodacious, busty broads.
You can always. It's hard to find normal girls to be in a movie.
Yeah,
it is.
I always liked the regular, normal, like girl next door chicks in those movies. Were always better than the busty blondes.
Oh yeah, no, I tried to find people that look normal because you watch that and you're like, oh, it's Haddonfield, Illinois, and here's the high school girls.
Yeah,
they're all out of Hollywood.
They have a lot of plastic surgery in Illinois.
How violent is it? Because you seem to like gore.
It's not that gory, but it's pretty violent.
More than the original?
Yeah, but I mean, the original is pretty tame when you watch it now.
Gore doesn't get people these days as much as this weird kind of suspense, jump out at you crap. Like things that scared me. I'll tell you what petrified me was The Ring. Either the original Japanese version or even the remake American version. That kind of crap that like just comes out at you, or that old time black and white weird movement.
Yeah, I mean, gore is not that scary.
No,
and if it's too much, it's laughable.
Yeah, people start laughing. Yeah.
No, I kept that to a minimum, and I just kind of want it to be real. So it's just the actors selling the scares and the suspense.
Yeah.
Also, you don't want to see the monster too much. When you start seeing the monster too much in a movie, it takes you out. You're like, you want to be surprised when he's just jumping.
That was the best part about Halloween, though. You'd see him walk by a window
real fast,
and then you wouldn't see him for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And you forgot that he walked by a window. She didn't see him, and then all of a sudden he's right behind her with that mask.
Oh my god!
And he never ran, but he caught everybody. It was like Michael Myers is the slowest walker ever. He's like, and all of a sudden she's running, and then 5 minutes later he's right there with that stupid tilted head. He was horrifying.
He knows all the shortcuts.
Yeah, he's a speed walker.
That creepy outfit.
Yeah.
What scariest film you've ever seen, would you have to say?
Scariest film? I always thought Jaws was the scariest movie I ever saw. That was the only time I ever remember being scared. But I was also in third grade, so.
The Exorcist didn't scare you? My girlfriend saw that recently with me. She'd never seen it. And then she's like, no, it was good, but it wasn't scary. I'm like,
nobody ever thinks anything's scary.
It's annoying.
Yeah. I'll fess up to being petrified at a lot of movies. I can't even take, like, ads on TV. It's late at night. It's dark. I'm like thumbing through the channels, and then that stupid The Grudge ad came on, and I was like, "Goddamn little kids!" And those two girls in The Shining. Every time, I cannot look at them way down the hall. That Kubrick shot of them way down the hall. Come play with us, Danny. Whoa, I can't look.
The first half of The Shining is just scary as all hell.
Yeah.
Well, so's the second half.
Huh? Well,
the second half is scary.
Second half's more funny. Grady and him in that bathroom scene is a scream. Your son is attempting to bring an outside party into this situation.
I thought the first half was really scary because of the whole transformation of his character. And then he was what he was for the second half, like a complete lunatic. But watching him losing his mind in the middle of this, hotel.
I saw it recently, and the way Grady changes in that bathroom, of course, it starts out with, "Oh, let me get that off of you, sir." And then when he's like, you chopped up your wife and kids, and then Grady knows the jig's up, it's like over, and then he just gets this attitude like, you know what you have to do. Yeah, perhaps a bit more. Needs a talking to. I like a talking to or perhaps a bit more. Either have a chat or chop him into pieces.
And the beautiful thing is that Nicholson catches him. He goes, no, you chopped your wife and daughter up, and then you blew your brains out. Like, aha.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Like Grady's going to go, you're right, I did commit suicide. Let me get the avocado off the jacket.
Thanks for mentioning it.
That was one of the classics.
Hey, we should change gears slightly here. You know how we were talking about Ozzy with Jimmy Norton? Like he's an uber fan of Ozzy.
Yep.
We have an uber fan of Rob Zombie in this room right now. And you met him.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing that you were saying about Jimmy.
It's not even a joke.
But you don't have an Ozzy tattoo, do you?
No.
This guy has been freaking out about this.
This is Sam, our own.
And
hello.
Yes.
Again.
And think how he was panicking because my girlfriend had a gallbladder surgery last night, so I was calling up everybody going, look, I might not make it into the show. And when I don't make it into the show, we usually don't do the show because it's kind of awkward and stuff. So this show was almost going to be canceled, and his little heart was going to break if he didn't get to meet you or see you here today.
It doesn't
we met before.
Yeah.
We met at Comic-Con, and I remember.
Oh, look at
wow.
that.
Hey.
Unlike the Ozzy scenario.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Jimmy.
Hello, Jim.
Well, it doesn't get
Hello,
any.
Jim.
And
then there's someone he knows named Jim behind you.
Exactly.
Not you.
And Sam's not.
Move, you're blocking Jim.
Yeah, Jim, get this little guy out of the way.
In Sam's eyes, though, it doesn't get any bigger than you, Rob.
Yep.
It's true.
Right? There's no one bigger in your mind.
What about Vince McMahon?
Yeah, Vince?
That's
Rob
true.
Zombie beats Vince McMahon.
Wow.
It's true. I don't have a Vince McMahon tattoo.
Tier 2.
Oh,
Today's the one day you don't have a zombie shirt on. He wears zombie
It's
shirts
true.
every day.
Oh,
I went through my whole closet.
Have we seen
Rob
this?
Zombie
You don't want to overdo it.
Have we seen his tattoo?
Let me see your
I've
tattoo.
never seen it.
Where is it?
He has to take his
my
pants
arm.
off.
Your
I don't wanna see
arm?
it.
Yeah.
That twig?
That's the.
You're hiding it behind the mics.
Look at that. Do you know what that reminds me of? When Bart Simpson got a tattoo.
Yeah.
And it was inappropriate because it was a child.
But what was
they-
Bart's tattoo? It was something weird.
Yeah, it was something weird.
Mother, I think.
Yeah, was it Mother?
Oh, just a moth.
A moth. Yeah.
Right.
Stop.
And that's it. Where'd you get the autograph to it?
Well, he did an autograph signing when he came out with Educated Horses at in Times Square.
Yeah.
And I signed with a tattoo gun.
Well, now that's permanent.
Separates the real fan.
Oh, boy, we're going to be here a while. It's been 10 hours, and he's only on the second person.
Look how rosy his cheeks are right now.
Oh, yeah.
Drive home from Syracuse because that's when I was going to school.
Yeah.
Just for the one day. Like, I drove home that morning so I could get there. I had my girlfriend wait online at the Virgin store with all the people for a bracelet.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's usually-
He's never like this.
Wow, I love
And
seeing
then,
this.
and then, so I decided at the last minute that I would just ask him to sign my arm, and then we went to the concert, which is the Nokia Theater, right after it, and so I had to take another day off school to go to the tattoo shop as soon as it opened the next day and get it signed.
And you went, go right
Yeah.
over this.
And by the way,
Don't
Sam,
you screw up.
your hero doesn't eat like an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, you should
Well,
change your eating habits.
You know, someone that's into Rob Zombie like this, you'd think you'd eat a little more, I don't know, cooler. The guy eats like
eats
an 8-year-old. He eats like an 8-year-old
No, Rob.
child.
This guy eats just like an 8-year-old, like Aunt just said.
How
yes.
is that? I don't remember how an 8-year-old eats.
Well, watch. We have no idea what he ate last night. Sam, what did you have for dinner last night?
It was in Ilio's last night,
Elio's pizza,
and some more celery. that we
celery
had.
sticks,
Celery sticks.
and he eats like fish sticks and chicken fingers.
Yeah.
And
He
cheese
eats
it.
like finger
And
food that
cheeses.
you give a little kid,
Right, because
and
the
they
kid
make a
doesn't want to eat
mess.
much. And then he washes it down with a big glass of milk every night.
Big glass of milk, and for dessert he'll have like gummy cola bottles.
Yesterday.
They taste like cola,
Wax
but they're like
lips.
gummy. Yeah, wax tips. You just
What was your dessert last night?
drink whatever that was out of it.
We got more ice cream, so I got to have ice cream last night.
How sweet.
Any topping on there? Sprinkles or?
No, we still don't have any toppings in the house.
Oh, that's a shame. We'll have to buy you some.
It's weird that you like Rob Zombie, like with Lionel Richie being your dad. It's just weird.
He does look like the head from the Hello video.
Do you want to ask
that
Rob?
clay head that the blind girl made?
Oh, God, yeah.
Didn't even look like him. Looked like Neanderthal man. Yeah, Jesus. But the whole point was, even though she's blind, she knew exactly what he looked like. God damn.
Well, the guys prepared questions.
Like the caveman from the Geico ads.
The guys prepared questions for Sam to ask Rob Zombie.
Ah. Thank God. Look at his rosy cheeks.
You're getting to talk to your hero in an equal setting.
Look at Rob. He's like, oh, come on.
This isn't going to be good for any
crap. No, believe me.
It's different than the average interview, though. We try to do things differently.
I'm glad he's a realist and not working this up to something good.
Right. Like this is going to be a lot of fun for everyone.
Rob, I want to apologize. This is going to suck.
Rob's like, whatever. Can you at least promote Halloween's coming out?
Halloween is coming out.
August 31st. Go ahead, Sam.
These are questions. How would you rate your remake of Halloween on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being really cool, 10 being ridiculously awesome.
11.
Wow.
Why'd you skip the... Oh, you already know the answer to the first one?
Yeah.
The first one was, do you remember me? Do you remember my tattoo? But all right,
Yeah,
yeah.
We've established that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
What do you think about the current direction of hard rock?
Oh, God.
It's coming back a little bit. There was like a 5-year period there that was a little shaky.
Dude.
It's still pretty shaky.
Oof.
Yeah, you think?
My theory is that it all died with the grunge rock.
Do you think Bret Michaels' new show is going to help? The Rock of Love.
I don't know what it's going to help Flava Flav, I guess.
Yeah.
Help him get more girls.
It's Flavor Flav with a white guy.
I don't know. He makes out with every chick on the show.
Yeah,
Just tongue kisses them all.
Rob, I happen to think Sam is getting to the bottom of a lot of things with you right
Yeah,
now.
let's go.
Let's get to the issues.
The barrel.
Go ahead.
What do you look for in a friend?
Well, I look for someone who will stand outside a building in the rain, waiting,
By the side
whether
door.
or not I'm there.
There you go. There's a little clue for you.
Yeah. So, what's next for Rob Zombie?
What a typical ass question. What's next?
I'm going to get the hell out of here as fast as possible.
Good choice.
Actually, ask him the next one.
Okay. What did you have for dinner last night?
I had pizza.
Cool.
Wow.
We're on the same page.
Look at that.
Yeah.
But he went to a grown-up store for his pizza.
Pop some Elios in a toaster. 3-year-old.
You like to make scary movies. What scares Rob Zombie?
Well, this is doing a pretty good job.
I want an honest answer.
That small desk that separates everyone.
All right, go to the last question so we get him out of here.
Okay.
He's a very busy man.
Yeah.
Did you ask Maury Povich these questions?
The same ones.
Would you have been as successful if your name was Rob Vampire? That's not mine.
And he goes, not mine. Not mine.
It's not my question. I want to still remain
Sam is
cool.
shaking. I've never seen you nervous. This is little.
Sam, hold your hand out straight.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You are a mess.
I tried to take when I went to Comic-Con in the press room, I tried to take a picture with my iPhone, but it's hardly, you can't even tell because it's completely blurred.
Oh, we'll get a real picture hopefully for you.
Luckily my girlfriend was there with a real
You're doing
camera.
some kind of tapping thing with your leg, too, I'm noticing.
This is my one, I told Than, this is my one vulnerability. This is it.
That's his weakness.
He's holding on to the counter.
Kryptonite. You are his
Yeah.
kryptonite.
Wait,
Yeah.
walk out from there. Because you're...
Someone catch him if he falls.
Yeah, look at him. He's so vulnerable. He's so vulnerable right now.
You guys are-
And what
Poor
did you get
boy.
your picture today?
Yes, I did.
And what happened?
Well, yeah, I asked
Him
him.
shaking.
if it would be-
He's got to lean on something.
He's very uncomfortable.
Oh, is he uncomfortable?
I
This
asked
is
him if
great.
he'd be so kind to sign the other 2 pictures I had with him, and then asked him to sign the 3rd one. At which point he asked if there was anything we were doing in this picture that would make it different from the
Good for you. Good for you, Rob. Jeez, what an ass.
Well, let's get the pictures. We'll compare.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Is there anything you want to ask Rob that you really want to know?
Yeah, one last question, because we have to take a break here.
Like your own.
Yeah, sure. What creatively did you get to do differently as a solo artist that you didn't get to do when you left White Zombie?
Oh.
As the lead singer of White Zombie.
Truthfully, I creatively sort of stayed the same. I just didn't have to argue with everybody anymore.
Makes sense.
That's, you know.
How did you get all that dust off of you? You used to be very dusty.
A little mini vac.
Remember that time?
That was awesome.
All right, Rob, we got to take a break. So
Halloween when?
Coming out August 31st.
Yes,
we're
August
really
31st.
We're really excited about this remake. We think it's gonna. What I'm hearing, it's going to be just a smash. So
I'm very happy Malcolm McDowell's in it, too. That's a great choice.
Awesome.
Yeah, you should get
An
Malcolm.
11.
I'd love to, but he's not here when we're here. He's here when we're off.
Anything else? Anything else you want to say? Websites? Anything?
The only thing I get, actually, the reason I know Tom Popper is we did this animated movie together. Did Tom ever mention that?
Yeah. Which made me also sick. They were collaborating creatively.
Oh, that's right. I remember him. He was so upset about it. He told me about this.
No, it's called The Haunted World of El Superbeasto, and Tom Papa plays El Superbeasto, the alcoholic hero, and Paul Giamatti plays the villain.
Wow. Tom Popper is he's best friends with Seinfeld.
Oh, he just falls right into it, doesn't he?
He just falls into this. You know what? I have to like kiss ass for months to
People
even be
still hate you.
friends with Colin Quinn, and he's a loser.
Who hangs with Clint Eastwood that you guys know?
Tom Papa.
Tom Papa.
Are you kidding me?
No,
What's
Clint
this
Eastwood
guy doing?
Clint Eastwood loves Tom so much that he has him do private parties.
Yeah.
He flies him out for private parties, and they walk around.
Oh, no, trust me, I've heard the Clint Eastwood stories.
Yeah.
What the hell is he doing?
Clint Eastwood walks around
Clint making dinner together.
Yeah, they walk around the ranch together, and Clint just tells Tom how funny he is and stuff.
I know Clint Eastwood and Rob Zombie. My head's huge.
An interesting guy.
He's a very funny comedian.
But he's not offensive, so
Right.
I guess that's why we
must
like
be
him.
it.
I love Tom
All right,
Papa.
we got to take a break, Rob. It's always a pleasure.
Good to
Rob
see you.
Zombie. The
Good
movie
luck,
comes
man.
out August 31st.
Yep.
Halloween. We're all going to go see that.
Word.
All right.